here we are.
Back again.
Woo, feels good to be back. And,
Wow.
Well, we're like, yeah.
You let out a sound. That was
yeah.
exciting.
We've been gone so long that you changed your hair.
Let's
just get right to it. That's the podcast tonight, right?
That's the whole podcast.
Which I got to tell you, by the way, After Hours, Jeff and Julia, we're live on Facebook, but you can also catch us on the KSN Plus app. A lot of cool stuff on there. You can download that to Roku, Apple TV, or Fire TV, and there's if you want to download it, we have some of our community cast members do watch this on the streaming app.
Yes.
And we appreciate that. And if you want to join them, you can go to ksn.com to figure out how to do it. Otherwise, a lot of people, most people now can work the streaming stuff. Took me a while.
So I'm still working
the Roku, but you can figure it out and all that kind of good stuff. So
some people will watch the streaming app, which I think is a better service, and then still comment on Facebook live.
Yeah, the quality's better.
Yes, that's what I'm told. Already, Steve is saying, howdy ho, good neighbors. Doug joined in and he said, we can finally talk about the new hair.
Yeah.
And Olivia said, happy Wednesday. We almost made it to the weekend.
We're going to have to change your hair on the bug there. See, you're blonde.
Yeah.
And you just screwed everything up. We have to change everything.
We have to change
really
a couple
good,
graphics.
Yeah.
Thank you. People were super kind. Knock on wood.
True story. The station received, well, you received, and some other folks of us received some emails about your hair, and it was like the #1 trending thing until the Northern Lights bounced her off of the top, the trending thing
I
there.
know.
So everybody, I bet we got hundreds. We certainly got 100 pictures or more.
Yeah, my email was blowing up. For a second, I thought, should I turn this off
You're like,
right
is this
now?
a new Oh, no, they're just sending pictures.
They were incredible, though.
Yeah.
I did not get to see the Northern Lights.
Well, you can see them on KSN.com because we got a whole gallery up there.
But can you see them like with the naked eye, or do you have to use the camera?
I think I was reported today that some people could see it with the naked eye, depending on their location, but most people had to use a camera.
Did you do that last time?
I didn't even know. I hate to say this, but I was literally sitting at my desk last night. Mm-hmm. Get the emails, and I go, oh, Northern Lights are happening. I didn't know. I had no idea. And it's probably my fault for not listening to Lisa, because I think Lisa had mentioned in an earlier weather forecast that you could see the aurora borealis, and I wasn't paying attention. So.
I have a little bit of that selective hearing where I'll walk outside and say, I should have known about this wind. It's like every day.
What'd you say? It's really good.
Dina said, I like it on the big screen talking about watching After Hours. And then Davis said, where do I submit photos and videos of Northern Lights? I know some of our web team is watching right now, so I bet they will send you a link or comment a link, Davis, for you to be able to do that.
We have had such the last 2 weeks, I mean, we've been touch and go here with this podcast.
I know.
And I hate missing it.
I think it will continue to be a little touch and go because the holidays.
Yep, that's true.
That's why.
And tomorrow, we do not have one tomorrow.
No.
But next week, maybe we have 3 I don't know, because I don't know your schedule.
I'm in next week.
I'm here, so
I'm here.
So
people.
barring any, I'm here. Barring any overlapping streaming programs that we might have scheduled, which I don't think we do, we should be okay to do. But really, what we wanted to talk about today was your favorite age, right?
Yeah. Good job. Good meme.
Yeah.
No, you didn't remember it earlier, but you did say,
I had no
what's our
clue
topic
earlier.
tonight?
Yeah, it was favorite age, because as we get older, you're not aging.
I'm like 26-year-old Olivia.
You start to reminisce about, your favorite age, or ages when things weren't so, when you had, well, maybe at some people's favorite age might be 21. I mean, they're like, oh yeah, my favorite age is 21 because I was going out. And,
if you say your favorite age is 21, I would say that's because you're in your 20s. Like the moment you hit 30, I would never, and I loved my 20s. I would never go back to 20s.
Really? Yeah,
no.
It was not my favorite. But I go earlier than that because I find, it's funny because it seems as if life was more what's the word? Like just simple and beautiful when I had no responsibility.
Yeah.
So you got to go back to like, man, age 3 was cool. No, it wasn't. I don't remember. But my favorite age, all kidding aside, was, and it's like 6, 7 years old.
Why?
Just the family was popping.
Yeah.
Everything was new. I was.
At 6 or 7, everything was new.
Well, I was coming. I mean, I was exploring new hobbies. I got into bowling at age 6. I got into fishing at like age 3 or 4, but I was able to actually start catching fish by that time. And it was just, and I just remember mom and dad, and we had the house and the dog and the cat. We had all that stuff that you know.
The white picket fence.
Actually, it was chain link, but Hayesville, I don't think they allowed picket fences down there. It had to be chain link. Some barbed wire, actually. We didn't have the barbed wire, couldn't afford it, but still, it was that moment in time, and my best friend lived right across the street, and we'd go. It was just so perfect. And it's not sad. What you never realize when you're 6 or 7 is that that's not forever, and you start to think sometimes that's life. This is my life. And
you were a very self-aware 6 or 7-year-old.
No, I'm saying, well, here's the thing. When you're 6 or 7, you are living in the moment. Every day, you're present every day. So you're not thinking about this is your life. It's just like, when's our next basketball game? When's the next bowling league? Like, when am I, that kind of thing. So you're really in the moment. You're really present. You're not spiraling on like, oh my goodness, I've got this test, or I've got this thing at work, or the project, or then there's other, you know. So that was a great time for me. 6 or 7.
I just don't think we're talking age. What is your favorite age? Let us know in the comments on Facebook. 6 or 7 is such a unique age to say that's my favorite.
Yeah, and I'll take it a step further. I would think, I'm hopeful here, that it will be similar to like older age. So when you are, say you're retired, new hobbies, grandkids or great-grandchildren, if you're blessed to have that in your family. And I think that I know a lot of people that I think when they get into their 70s, that becomes kind of their favorite age. It's really kind of neat how that kind of works out.
So here's my question. At 6 or 7, I did not have the data points to say, wow, and right now, I've mentioned it before, but I've gotten into meditation over the years. And so I would say now I will do a really good job. Well, there will be times where I will say, right now, everything is right in my world. And I will say it out loud because I will verbalize like what you're talking about. I'm very aware that this pocket of time where my parents are still healthy and my sister is healthy and like all of us are happy, like that's just a pocket of time. The bad times are fleeting, but so are the good, and so to enjoy. But you don't have those data points at 6 or 7. So do you think now at your age you have these data points to appreciate those moments?
Yeah, that's what it is. I could, looking back, I mean, at the time, you're not self-aware.
Yeah.
But looking back, it did, because would I also have data, but see, that's the thing. I have data points from like age 10, 9 and 10. Things got a little, I can pinpoint that point in my life where that age was really quite enjoyable. My favorite. And I'm not saying it's my best years.
Yeah, but your favorite.
My favorite.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
It's interesting. You and my dad are very similar in the respect that he has asked before, what's your favorite decade? And so we all go through and I've, I don't have a complete 30 decade, third of my 30s yet. But we'll pick a different decade. And he said his first 10, though, his worst.
Okay.
And so the reason I relate that is because both of you had him for sure a really rough childhood or more difficult childhoods. Yeah. And so you pinpoint like 6 or 7, and then you're like, well, 10 was when it all changed. So I think that's also part of it, of like right before those changes. Really made you appreciate it.
In terms of decade, that's a good way to look at it too, because I really enjoyed the 80s because that's
the hair,
the fashion, because that was age, basically aged 4 to 14. So the 80s was my favorite decade in my life, probably.
Which would be what? Like, how old were you in that
was
decade?
Like 4 to 14.
4 to 14? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. I would probably say, if I'm going to pick a decade outside of my 30s, the reason I love the 30s is because I feel like 30s, I have enough data points to be really self-aware.
And you kind of just got there.
I just got there. Yeah, I just
now.
arrived to my 30s.
Just starting out. Yeah.
But they're pretty great. But I have enough data points. Man, I was really broke in my 20s. So I am less broke in my 30s than I was in my 20s. But it's like that freedom and the confidence to do whatever I want, whenever I want it. The confidence in the choices that I am making, the confidence in the life that I'm living. And I think a lot of, at least for me, in my 20s, I was grinding. And so 30s, while I'm still grinding, I am just confident on the path that I'm on. And I like that.
Well, you nailed the hair in your 30s.
Thank you.
You nailed it. I liked your hair before.
But
I didn't know I was going to like the change. Because, she walked in on Sunday. We worked Sunday.
yes.
She walked in and I was like, oh.
Yeah. I really like that. I'm like, here
wow.
are these profound things about my 30s. And you're like, but the
Man, your you
hair.
nailed it. Well, you have.
Squirrel. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's some of my best material.
I'm sorry. I should go back to your 30s that you just started 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, let me tell you all about the 30s with all of my
You got
experience
10
living
minutes
them.
as a 30-year-old, and that's okay. I get it.
Yeah.
Wait till you're 50.
I do believe that. I've decided that every decade is going to get better.
I have no. Well, I want to make it clear too. I have no complaints.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed. Through the good times and the bad times. I mean, life is life.
That's
and
life,
It's all.
yeah.
We're all just really. We're all really fortunate to be born. I mean, if you want to look at it that way.
You're taking my
Actually,
profound statements
I'm
and leveling
I
up.
Want to level up. I'll change my hair tomorrow. I'll see. If I can, I'll go red.
I would say if I'm gonna, 17 would have been also a really fun age.
Yeah.
My sister, my sister's 2.5 years older. And I just remember, or like maybe 16 or 15, like she could drive and I couldn't. I could drive it obviously when I was 17.
Okay.
But I just remember when she got her license, it was like, I got my license. Man, that was fun.
Yeah, my 15 to 20 wasn't great. It wasn't really good.
But 30s.
30s was good. Yeah, 30s,
See?
40s. I'm hopeful that my 50s, which I start soon. Let's see.
Like 3 months, 4 months.
3 months away from
Yeah.
the big 50.
In 4 months, why don't we get on here and we'll ask you about the 50s? How do you
So
like
I
that
think
decade?
I got enough data points to tell you the 50s are the best.
They're amazing.
They are so good. I'm going to change my voice when I get to be 50. I'm going to talk like that. 'Cause I feel like I got the second half of my life. I got to change it up a little bit.
And you impersonated yourself the way that I impersonate you.
No, you do the best.
Jeff Herndon.
You do the best Jeff impersonation that I've ever heard because I sound nothing like it. But now I'm like, maybe I do.
Maybe I do.
Maybe I do.
Considering I spend 9 hours a day with
That's
you,
a lot of time.
listening to you talk,
It's a lot of time with the Herndon.
who else would have nailed the voice down better?
And I can't do you.
Yeah.
I mean, I picked up on some of not your tendencies, but I kind of have a good idea of how you're going to respond to certain things.
Yes.
And then I kind of have a really good beat on I could tell kind of when you're frustrated, little things like
Yeah.
that, like your body language.
Yeah.
In no way today were you frustrated.
No. Here's the deal. I'm just going to say
frustrated.
it. I understand, and I don't want to bring this up again because we have talked about this before on the
Okay.
podcast. I understand that it's disrespectful to have it too hot. It is disrespectful
we're
to
talking
have it too cold. And that's what triggered me.
No, today.
Yes, that's what it was so cold in there.
Between the shows?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so cold.
Come on, Kevin's listening. He had mentioned, our engineer said he was going to lock down
The thermostat.
That's a good topic for a podcast and I'm going to ask our community, which I love that we just have this tight-knit group. Mm-hmm. What is the appropriate temperature for a workplace environment? And by workplace environment, I mean a room where a lot of people are together. Think office space, think cubicles.
Well, it's not in the 60s. I'll tell you that.
It shouldn't be. But what is the appropriate temperature for a workplace environment? Big room, cubies, maybe 50 people, maybe 40 people. Not like a warehouse, nothing like that, but just a workplace environment. I am curious to know.
I'm going to go through some of the comments while we get that in there. I'm starting off strong, and this tells you it is the community cast for a reason. Dina, we were talking about the Northern Lights, and she said, I went out naked and I didn't see anything.
But people saw you because we got a couple of pictures of Dina sent to us.
WPD. No.
Well, good for her, though.
Yeah, and I like the honesty. That's why I'm like, we got to start out strong. Olivia, very kind. I absolutely love your hair, Julia. Doug said, we purposely, we are putting off the Aurora chasing until after the community cast. Thank you.
Nice.
Olivia said, I wish I was a little kid again. Like Jeff said, 6 or 7, but here's why. Because when you are that age, you didn't like naps. But when you're an adult, you love them, and I wish I could tell myself naps are a good thing. I agree with that. Yeah. Christine said, hello, Jeff and Julia. Also, Christine, thank you. Love the new hair. And Jennifer said, hello from Jennifer and Ryan.
Oh, Jen and Ryan.
And, okay, unpopular. This is from Doug. Unpopular, but I loved 16 to 18 Friday Night Lights playing.
Oh, yeah. Man, I forgot about that.
Right?
Yep.
Marching tenor drums, after game get together with friends.
Yeah, gosh.
Outstanding church youth group.
That's pretty, yep, that's the age.
Ooh, and like the church youth group crush.
Huh?
No. Doug, tell me if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, there's always that one in the church group that, yeah, I know what you're saying.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And like, oh, we're going to hold hands out by the fire. Did you know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Cool, me either. Kathy said my 40s were pretty great. First time flying and got to travel to Europe.
Nice.
That's a pretty great one. I like that as the first time flying. That's also a really long flight for the first time.
It is, yeah.
Doug,
first flight, Europe.
Yeah, Doug said 6'7". 6'7". The kids. That's for the kids.
Okay. Don't.
So apparently there's a trend, and it's 7-Eleven. I'll tell you the rest of the story. If Doug, is that really a thing? 7-Eleven that the kids are saying now, or Jennifer, or Christine, anybody with kids? I think 7-Eleven is another one that's starting.
I know that 6-7 has run its course because even my son, who is a junior or a sophomore at K-State, is like, Dad, it's old.
Yeah.
Don't. I'm like, okay, I missed the boat. I missed the 6-7 thing. And then, when you're an idiot dad and you're like trying to like 6-7, yeah, and your son's like, hey, Dad, don't do that.
No.
Yeah.
That's definitely a thing. I feel like the interns looked at us the other night like that.
Like it's over. Like it's like, yeah. Like
or like, oh my gosh, they're so uncool.
Well, what they do is they see us doing it, and then they immediately make a mental note to never do it again themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, oh, they're doing it now.
It's not cool anymore.
It's not cool anymore. It's like Facebook, which is interesting. There is when I got on Facebook years ago, social media I was in my 20s or something. Mm-hmm. And now people in their 20s don't want anything to do with it.
They are not on Facebook.
But my generation, these late 40s, 50s, we're all over Facebook.
Yes.
It's kind of interesting. I find that to be fascinating with how our society changes and our youth, they gravitate toward different things. And you could go back. I mean, it's not new. I mean, historically speaking, you could go back to the beginning. You should make me be specific. I don't know, but yeah, that's not new that our society and the youth in our society find different things and gravitate to different things, and then the older people are like, oh, I just think that's weird.
Yes.
You can go back to Elvis.
Yeah.
I mean, when Elvis was shaking his
you
hips
went
on Ed Sullivan. Well, my point is that there was a big uproar when they showed him swaying his hips on the Ed Sullivan show. I think it was the Ed Sullivan show, and older generations were like, that's inappropriate.
Yes.
Younger generations were like, oh, no, not only is that appropriate, we love that, and we're just going to gravitate to that. And then so that's kind of what.
Yeah.
The history will tell us that's going to, and it'll continue to happen. It's fine.
Agreed. Jan, who one time joined on real early, happy to have Jan back.
Yes.
So here's the interesting thing. Suzanne said, I have not heard the 7-Eleven thing yet at our school. And Doug said 7-Eleven is not a thing yet. But if it becomes one, I am totally replying Slurpee.
I love how Doug is like our pop culture like guy
Guru?
we go to. Yeah, we go to him like, Doug, is that a thing?
Yes.
All right.
I remember when we met him on road trip, and we also met his family, and we also use a lot of his responses for Question for You.
Yeah, like every day. I like it.
And so now I feel like I remember meeting him and telling his family, like, we love Doug's questions for like with his answers. And now I feel like, come on, guys, we got to get him a commission.
That's what I was going to say. He's going to start expecting a check, and he deserves one.
Oh, yeah.
He's responsible for a lot of content.
We will come back for the 7-Eleven thing. Christine said, I wish I could share my girls' Halloween costume pictures. They were adorable as donuts. I did post them on Facebook. I hope.
Well, put them in the comments.
Yeah, maybe
post
try
them see if you could post them in the comments. We want to see them.
Yeah, or in a message, but also send a picture with you in it, because I think you were also a cup of coffee, which was really cute.
Yes.
I loved that.
Coffee and donuts.
Olivia said, I even asked my boyfriend what the big deal is with the Dubai chocolate. I had to ask him why it was popular. Isn't it just chocolate? I'm late to the new things. I feel like that was also social media as well.
Chocolate? I missed that.
Dubai chocolate. There was like this big craze. It was on social media.
I don't buy chocolate, though.
Yeah.
Why would I? You're telling me to buy chocolate? Do buy chocolate?
Dubai chocolate.
But I don't buy chocolate. Mm-hmm. Oh, you mean Dubai?
Oh.
I'm so stupid. We've had long days. Really, I'm making excuses now.
You're
I shouldn't.
Part of me is like, do we tell them the 7-Eleven thing? Because we've drug it out a little long.
No.
No. Okay.
We
Okay. We do not. Aurora making an appearance tonight is what Ron said.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, this is the temperature. You said what temperature?
Yes, I said what would be the appropriate temperature for a workplace environment?
70, 67, 72. Doug is the one that said 67. I'm going to hide that comment.
I don't think I agree with Doug, but there's no way I could get that past here. I would concede a few degrees.
Yeah.
Because I do think that would, but I think in that 70 range, well, 72 is room temperature. That would be the one that I think that you would have to say, because then, that would hold up in court if somebody like took you to court and said it's too cold or too hot. But if it was
anything
72,
in the 60s, yeah. 70s I can get behind. Even 70.
72
fine.
I can tolerate. 74 is too hot. That's too hot.
Yeah.
For people, that's too hot. 72, 71, 70 might be too cold.
I think 71 or 72 is the
Okay.
golden number.
Yeah, I think so,
That's,
too.
I think, the compromise.
That would be appropriate.
Doug said the podcast is we're jumping around a lot today, so I appreciate that people are following.
Yeah, we are.
Doug said the podcast is making my 40s the best age.
Oh, Doug's 40s.
Let's see. So, Preston said *67 is what we dialed before prank calling people when I was 12.
right.
I'm guessing this isn't the same thing that the kids are talking about now. It's not.
It's not, but I remember that. You
Yeah.
did, because it was *67, so they couldn't call you back.
They can't see the caller ID, and they
Okay.
can't. Preston, remind me. They can't do the redial either.
Right, so they couldn't if it was, yeah, I remember that. I wasn't making a lot of prank calls, but I
Yeah.
remember that.
Oh.
There was that time when before cell phones, on regular phones, the first time that they had three-way calling. So you could bring somebody in and you had to hit a certain, it was like something, I don't know, it was like #00. I don't know what it was, but you
Yes.
brought somebody in, you'd hear the tone, you'd hit another button on the pad and it would bring the person in. It was it was like a party line, which party line is not new. It's not new. Years ago, back in the 50s, and I'm in that area, there were party lines all the time. I mean, not every house had a phone, but you had a phone, and you could. It's really fascinating if you go back and look that up. But yeah, I remember that.
You said you did not make a lot of prank calls.
I was not that kid. No.
I also feel like by the time that
no.
came out, you were not a kid. You were like in your 20s.
No.
Like I
No,
prank called.
no.
I did that.
I'm not that old. No, I would have been in the 80s and early 90s when all that Star 6-7 came out.
Okay, that's fair.
I didn't prank call people because I just wasn't that kind of person.
Oh.
I'm not throwing shade. I mean,
Except for all the shade you just threw.
No judgment. I didn't do that.
Here's the thing.
I followed the rules when I was a kid.
So did I.
So
there were very few things we were allowed to like bad things, and we didn't like prank call and be mean. I don't know what we would prank call people about, but I know that we would prank call people, like our cousins, or like or the cute guy from youth group. Doug said he can neither confirm nor deny the youth group crush, but when we were allowed to TP. That was like, man,
wow.
what a rush.
That's cool.
Right?
So you were allowed to vandalize like property.
No.
That's cool. Good for you.
It was, my cousin went to and here I'm painting the picture because we were not like these bad kids, but my cousin went to an all Christian school and they would get into like these TPing wars, and it was a thing.
I've always thought that if you have to tell people you were not bad kids.
You're probably a bad.
Maybe you're a bad kid.
Wow.
A little wild side there. Did you have to clean up the TP?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's fair then. I meant like
Yeah.
a lot of, so you TP the house as a prank, but you would come back and clean it up.
No, the boys would then come back and TP her house, and then we cleaned up our house. We
I
cleaned
got
up,
you.
and they cleaned up their house. But it was like a back and forth thing. I think that's of all the things you can get into.
Do you remember when people would egg your house?
Oh,
or egg stuff?
no.
And then now it's like a $9 egg. I'm not throwing it. But back then,
Yeah.
when it was just like eggs for days,
No,
I never egged. I've never egged anybody.
Yeah.
But I would assume that at some point in my life, somebody has thrown an egg at my house or car.
Oh, really?
But I don't recall. I'm
Yeah.
sure it happened. It was really prevalent in Hayesville for a
Oh.
while when I went. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there was a time in when I was in high school, junior high, where like that was kind of the thing in the town. It kind of went crazy for like a brief moment, and I remember it being a real problem for certain people.
We were not allowed to do anything
Yeah.
destructive. Anything. You were not mean. You were not destructive. You did not destroy property. So like these small things, like, oh, with our youth group, we're going to TP the youth group house. Like, I'll give it up to my parents that said, you're really, really good kids. How do we still let them have some fun and do like some of like, and like when I sit there and I'm like, ooh, what a rush of like, ooh, it's 10 o'clock at night. Like I feel like there's no harm in that. Like not being destructive. We would have been in so much trouble if we did anything like that. Dina, which is another throwback. Anyone dial 8675.
309. That's the song, isn't it?
Yeah.
The other number too that I remember was y'all remember like the Empire carpeting place that's like is national as Empire, like Empire Today. Maybe it's still on the air.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I do.
I remember that as a kid. I remember that commercial as a kid.
I only remember the Empire Today. Like when you did it,
Right,
it like
yeah.
brought back the memory.
Yeah, those are some great memes. All those classic commercials, man. Really cool. Like the Mako commercials back in the day.
I don't think we had the same commercials.
We didn't, because we're totally different eras. Like my
Yeah.
commercials were actually on the radio, and you got to see commercials on the TV.
Tell me again how you're not so much older.
I remember when I was a kid, the commercials they'd be on the tablets, the rock tablets that were chiseled
yeah.
in there, and you'd be like,
You did some on the wall, right?
yeah,
Yourself.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
really arcade. That's how old I am.
Oh. Here's an interesting thing. I am caught in the middle where the young people think I'm old and the old people think I'm young.
You are.
Isn't
You're
that
in
an
and
interesting
you had-
place to be?
Yeah, because we've had some. I don't want to say young, but we've had some less experienced people work here, and they marvel at your 401k pants.
I asked one of our reporters who was in her early to mid 20s, and I made the mistake. the grave mistake of saying, I bought these shorts and I don't know if they're cute. Are they cute? Are they stylish? So I showed her a picture and she laughed and she said, yeah, they're cute, but they make you look like you have a 401k. I said, what's wrong with that?
Did you immediately take the shorts back?
No, I wear them all the time and I feel adorable and financially responsible in them.
Do you wear them when you meet with your financial planner? Just because
they're my 401k pants. They're lucky pants.
Yeah, lucky pants.
Yeah.
I like that.
And
I was there for that too.
You were, because I had to turn.
It didn't bother you, but it did kind of throw you back a bit because it's like.
Because I genuinely thought these pants were really cute.
Like for young people.
Not for young people. I just thought they were cute for any age. And then I was humbled so quickly.
Yeah.
Have you had that moment recently?
Oh God, what? Not all the time.
Okay,
well, I'm past that point where, once you hit like 38, and I've been rocking that now up to like 49. It's just you're reminded
of your mortality.
Well, yeah, like right now. So I'd like to die. You are reminded along the way that you are aging. And a lot of that has to do with like hanging out with my son. Nobody goes out of their way to like, it's just like those moments. They're not trying to say you're old. They'll make a comment and they don't know. And then you're like, you can kind of go, ooh, I'm a little old.
This is where I like, maybe somebody would have taken that as an insult of like your 401k pants. And in my mind, I'm like, not only am I so proud of my 401k pants, I contribute to my 401k. How cool is that?
It's an opportunity for you to teach her.
Yeah.
Hey, let's talk about how important it is for you to save some money.
Yeah. You will thank me
when you're 68,
when you're my age.
Which by the time the retirement age will probably be 75
exactly.
by the time she gets there. But still, and when she gets to that point, she goes, I'm glad I had that discussion with 401k pants Julia.
I can't remember her name, but I know she had those pants.
She had those 401k pants. But yeah, no, I go through that quite a bit. And I'm also in that weird age where I don't feel old.
How's your back?
It's fine.
How are your knees?
Good. Like I actually physically feel great.
Okay.
But I'm not.
But I'm not.
But I'm not.
That's cool.
It's true. It's so true. But you go along during the day. It's not every day, but there'll be moments during a week where you do notice, like you do. I'll tell you an example. It's getting difficult for me to not difficult, but I definitely struggle sometimes with like buttoning a shirt or like I used to when I was younger. Could tie a fishing lure on real easy, and you could just get the line that goes through the eye of the lure. Now it's a little. I have to
really concentrate
to get the line. But like little things like that where you're just okay. Like and that is aging because my eyesight is not nearly what it used to be.
You did say that the other day.
Oh man, it's so blatantly obvious in my life now, and I will not get readers, which I thought when I turn 50 I'm going to get some readers because it is getting.
Why
really
wait?
Difficult.
Like you could just do it now.
I know, but
Is it the principle?
Do it. I don't know. Probably.
Yeah.
But I need them, man. I need them bad.
Can you read the prompter?
I can.
Okay.
But sometimes it's like I can't. I see what you're saying there.
No.
I'll do a story to see. I tell you can't read that. Can you? No, I can read it. I can't read. But I have a difficulty reading like prescription bottles. I have difficulty reading
that
like
print's small.
Well, I used to never have an issue.
Yeah.
Ever. And now it is. I started having an issue about 5 years ago. I dismissed it. I struggle. Oh, I hate to admit this. I'm going to admit this to the community cast. So I went in to get my driver's license renewed. Mm-hmm. Not too long ago. It was after. It might have been during COVID or. When they opened back up and you had to go get your real ID or something, but I know it was someone to be 2021 or 2022, and I did not pass that vision test. But here's what happened. So I stuck my face into that thing that's got
Oh, yeah.
100 people, a million people have stuck their skin.
That I'm sure
face.
they wash every time
They
after.
didn't. And I failed.
Yeah.
But she was like, hey, take a beat. Go ahead and look at it again. Just get another look at it, but we're not going to count it. Take a beat and then come back. Let's do it again. And I'll give you 30 seconds. Take a look at it. Let your eyes adjust. And what I did was I looked at it again. I was able to kind of memorize a little bit, or I was able to kind of, I don't know, like figure it out, even though I was guessing. And I did it again, and I guessed right. And she's like, cool, you can see.
Exact same thing happened to me.
Oh, really?
Exact same thing.
Oh,
and
okay.
she said when I finished, I took my little head out of that thing. Same thing.
Right.
And I pop up like a spring chicken, and she goes, so you failed that. And I wear contacts at work to see the teleprompters. And I didn't have my contacts in.
Okay.
And so then I have to admit, well, I don't have my contacts in. And she said, well, you should wear them. And she said, same exact thing. Take a beat. Let's try it again.
Yeah.
If you pass, I'll pass you. And she thankfully passed me.
Yeah, they passed me. And then I ran right into the door and couldn't find the keys to my car and drove in reverse all the way home.
Yeah, but it was fine. You got home.
I got home.
Yeah.
And I could see the reverse camera just fine. So
Just
it was not
fine.
a problem. It's
Yeah.
it's like HD.
And
It's
I don't know
very
what she was
vivid
complaining
colors.
about. Yeah.
And I told her too. I said, what do you mean?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
fine.
Probably the same. It's probably the same lady.
Huge welt, I'm
Big
sure.
time. Yeah.
No, for you, because you hit the door.
Yeah, she had a big welt too on her head. They called her Welty.
No.
She
Doug.
wasn't that bad. She was actually really nice.
Doug said putting on socks is a sport. Do you
As
feel
get
that?
older.
And
do
Kathy
you
said
mean
threading
that?
a needle.
Okay, I'm gonna take that one from Doug because it's true. Like oh man, I refuse to sit down to put on my socks.
Why?
I know that sounds crazy.
That's weird.
Yeah, but to Doug's point, and this is real. Like it is a balance thing. So like literally, it is like it's like an exercise. Like
Yeah.
I'm putting my socks on standing up because it forces me to work on my balance and my stability, and so I do not sit down when I put socks on. That's true.
There's like a really high percentage of people who pass after they fall and break a hip in that first year.
I'll start sitting down.
There you go.
I think
There
in the
you go.
future. You're right. I didn't know that statistic, but I
Yes.
appreciate it. Thank you, Dr. Death.
You're
I like your
here to
insight.
help.
Yeah, thank you. It is helping. I will start sitting down.
That's actually not a bad thing to say, because I also agree with that once you know how when I check scripts in between the shows and I will like squat and do them with my laptop.
Yes.
I do that because I know that once I stop doing that, I won't be able to ever do it again.
Gotcha.
So it's the sock thing.
Yeah, I do. I don't sit down when I put socks on.
I think that's odd as
No, I'm
all
gonna
get
start
out, but
sitting
we're
down
gonna
now.
yeah.
Well, because of the whole hip and death, and yeah, I'm gonna start sitting down.
But it was a good half stat.
What?
It was a good like half stat because it didn't have any data in it.
Oh no, I read. No, I think it's full of data.
Yeah, real
whatever.
stuff.
Real good stuff.
Okay. I'm with Dina. The test is not fair. It doesn't have stop signs, trash cans, or animals or cars.
The vision test.
Yeah. So like we can see that.
I think I saw animals, but then they're like, no, those are letters.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Then
this
you said
isn't,
that's
this
why.
isn't fair. That's a cat. I'm like, no, that's an H.
Yeah, it's a
I'm like,
G.
well, then you need to change your damn font
Yeah.
because that's a cat.
Exactly.
Welty. Old Welty over there. That unfair test.
But she passed both of us, so I'm not calling anybody anything.
Well,
Thank
no,
you
I'm
so
not.
much.
No, I appreciate her and her efforts.
Ron said, so this is interesting. My mother's 106, planning
awesome.
another trip to Las Vegas over Thanksgiving with my
Yes.
sister and
One
friend.
106?
Yeah.
That would be cool to go on that trip.
I know.
Just to observe. That would be really cool.
If I don't care in my 30s, like 106, you gotta just be so like all in on doing anything.
Yeah,
of like
that's cool.
You don't care about judgment. You're down for anything.
Yep.
Yeah. Ron also is flexing because he said, I just passed my driver's license eye test with flying colors at 77, no glasses.
I wanted to be that, but I'm realizing that is not going to be my future. I will have to get some vision help.
I think that's fine.
I mean,
There's
I can-
no shame. It's much better to get vision help than it is to not be able to see.
True.
Yeah.
And I want to avoid running into things. So.
That's fair.
It is.
Guess what?
What?
We only have 4 minutes left. That flew by.
We did. We did.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'm really glad that it was all about your favorite age.
We didn't.
We briefly touched on that.
I was 6 and I have bad vision. That's where it went.
That's a lot of our podcast conversations, though.
I'm gonna miss tomorrow. That's too sad that I won't be here.
It was gonna be our
You
best
won't be
one
here.
ever.
It was. We had a lot planned.
We had an
tomorrow.
amazing
It was gonna be our
topic.
75th anniversary show.
Yeah.
75 shows. How many shows have we done?
Way over 75, I think.
No.
I only say that because we hit
maybe.
50 a little while ago, but
Yeah.
we've had a lot of breaks.
We did. I don't think we've hit 75 yet.
We-
when we hit 100, we need to do something.
Okay. Dina she did make a comment and she said, I have to change the koozie now because of the hair color.
We talked about that. Yeah.
We did talk about that, Dina. Yeah. And then Suzanne said Ron must have eaten carrots growing up. Ron, is there something that you did?
Yeah, because
to keep your
carrots is good
eyesight?
for, carotene, right? Your eyesight. Beta carotene, beta alanine, beta something,
Yeah.
beta theta pi.
That's
I
right.
don't know. It's some sort of.
You had a lot of confidence, and I applaud you for that.
Thanks.
I have heard if you eat a lot of carrots, it will also, this is absurd, it will make you like tan from the inside out. So there was a period of time where I tried it and it did not work for me. It's a real
We
thing.
don't have time
It's
to go
a
into
real
that. I have a
thing.
lot of questions.
No, it
Like,
didn't-
You wanted
it
to be
didn't work.
tan from the inside out?
It tans your skin. All the orange like makes you tan.
You
it's
ate
a real thing.
so
So I
you-
tried to eat. I didn't eat enough of them.
Goodness gracious.
But I was like, sure, because here's the thing: we were not allowed to tan
we have to
skin
visit.
cancer.
We got to
so
go back to this. We have to go back to this in another pod. I have so many. Yeah, I get it.
I didn't eat a ton of carrots. That's the full scope of the story.
I want to know because I want to know how this evolved and how you decided to make that first leap and you went to the store and like, I'm getting this big bag of carrots. Like, I got to ask you about all those things
Okay.
because there had to be a process.
Yeah, there was a process.
Okay, good. We're going to talk about that.
Doug said, "Can I be there at 5 p.m. to fill in for you?" I say yes.
We can start bringing the community casters in. Well, that's not a problem.
Yeah, I have zero authority, but I'd be like, here are all of our neighbors who we're bringing in.
How do you think our bosses would feel if we just? Because I'd love it. We'd be
Oh,
like, what are you guys doing? Like, oh,
we
these
would
are
say we're
people.
growing the show,
We're growing it, literally, like physically growing it.
like one person at a time.
We are out of town. Out of time. Any last things?
Yeah, Kathy said it makes you orange, the carrots, but it's supposed to make you like maybe orange but more tan. It didn't work though, Kathy. And it wasn't for a lack of trying.
We're gonna talk about this at some point. All right. Thank you all for watching. Have a good one. We'll see you.